Well, hello, this is Thorup with the Indiana Mortgage Bankers Association, and welcome to an IMBA program spotlight. Today, I'm with Scott Weghorst, president of Diehl Mortgage Training and Compliance, and Scott is a past president of the Indiana Mortgage Bankers from 2011. And during that time, he came up with the idea, and as I like to kid with him periodically, he's the godfather of the Indiana Mortgage Bankers Association's Future Leaders Program. And so with that, Scott, thank you for spending a little bit of time with me today. Back when you were president in 2011, what prompted you to think about, we need to have a Future Leaders Program here at Indiana?
Yeah, I think at the time, my father-in-law had recently passed away, and he was from a town of around 200 people, but there were 650 people at his funeral. And so I think all of us at some point in our lives see examples of people that touched a lot of people in a lot of different ways. And in this case, it was just one of the things that makes you look at your life and maybe think of some simple things that might make an impact. Now that's a pretty dramatic moment, but when you look at the industry, I think the members of the association look at the association and say, hey, what can I do to make a difference? What can I do to get involved? And those don't have to be overly complicated things. And with Future Leaders, I really saw that as a simple step that could help people get engaged with the association in a meaningful way and early on, as they want to grow their careers, as they want to grow their leadership skills. So that's really where it came from. And I think all of us have had different things that have happened in our careers that have been positive as well. It really leads back to the same thing. It looked like an opportunity to get people engaged, get people involved in a way that would really allow them to utilize some of that relationship to grow their own opportunities.
And, now I think we've had historically now about 10 classes since the start of this program years ago. And what are some of the thoughts about what you helped create and the value this program has been for both members and Indiana mortgage bankers to this point?
Well, it's funny because I've had a few people approach me, and I'd invite you to chime in on the same question as well. But I had a few people approach me that said that that's how they got involved in the association. I know one of the recent presidents got introduced to the association in that way. So I really think it's been a way for people to connect and grow in a meaningful way to the point where they even, take leadership roles in the organization, which is great to see. And I'm sure meaningful all the way around and beneficial all the way around.
Yeah, well, one person in particular I like to highlight is a gentleman named Greg Pilling. And Greg is with Teachers Credit Union. And Greg was in the very first class that we had with Future Leaders. And that got him engaged with the association. And that includes being on the state board for the last couple of years. Right now, he's the head of our communications committee. And one of the things he did to benefit the association was to actually develop our website, which was quite an undertaking. But, he shared with me, as have others, that this class opened his eyes to more about the industry than he believes he could have gotten from his company. And he's met a number of very good people, influential people here in the state of Indiana. He'll continue to do that as he stays on the board and stays engaged. And, with being an officer at some point in time, you also get introduced to people from across the country that you might not have and quite often would not have an opportunity to meet otherwise. And I think that's part of the value of this. Well, again, Scott, excuse me, thank you for your time today. And thank you for getting this program started back in 2011. As we just mentioned, it's brought a lot of good information, good networking opportunities, and good career opportunities for the people that have gone through this program.